Welcome to Palworld, everybody. So I have been greatly enjoying this game after it came out of the blue. I think I saw some advertisement for this game earlier, and I was like, that can't be real. But not only is this game real, it's not a steaming pile of crap. It functions very nicely for a small project, and you can see there are a lot of signs that it is a small project, but it really punches above its weight, and you can tell that a lot of passion went into this, even if it's still in early access. So $30 well spent, and I've been playing quite a lot of this game off camera, obviously, because, well, I don't spend time making videos anymore. And so here we are. We're high enough level that I want to try capturing Anubis, who is a cool pal. I'm gonna end up calling them Pokemon quite a lot, but they're definitely not Pokemon. Basically, this game is Ark with Pokemon, and it has the sort of a Breath of the Wild art style going on, maybe a little Fortnite for you younger generation gamers, and that's a good thing when it comes to tone and art style. And yet, in terms of tone, it's comically grim. It has there's a sort of a dark side to all of the PAL descriptions and little things in the world that make you feel like maybe this is Pokemon for grown-ups, or at least, angsty teenagers. But it's all in good taste, and it's just well executed, and that's sort of a theme when it comes to this game. Again, early access, there's a lot that's going to change about this game, and you can tell there's a little bit of, I wouldn't call it cutting corners, but definitely an awareness of things will be sort of spruced up later. Even though on a technical level the game runs well, there's a lot of empty space in the very large world. There are quite a number of sort of color shifted pals, so they're a little bit copy paste with just a different elemental theme or whatever. But speaking of whatever, what is going on here? Because this is not typical Palworld gameplay that you're seeing. We've summoned one of the definitely not gym leaders. This is the Syndicate Tower boss, and in this game, instead of gyms like you would find in Pokemon, you just have towers where you go into the building, and from the outside it's a big awesome looking tower, but in the inside it's just an arena where you fight a boss who is introduced via a very simple short cinematic. Again, those little signs that things are going to be updated on an iterative basis, because again, early access, but you're not supposed to be able to capture the bosses, at least not the tower bosses. But there's a way around that, and you could watch a video on it, or if you're very clever, you could follow my brief description. The first thing you need to do is break the law and get caught. So shooting an NPC but not to death, or damaging them but not killing them, is known as assault. And there are other ways to get caught breaking the law, but that's one of the simplest ones. And after you are caught breaking the law, the PAL Island Defense Force will hunt you down for a while, and that is your cue to quick travel to a tower, start fighting the boss as quickly as you can, because you do want the police to be shooting at you at the time. And in a perfect matching of the game's tone, if you can get the police to accidentally shoot the boss, if you don't hit the boss, So where the boss wants to aggro onto that third party, it actually breaks their AI and makes them not only capturable, but instantly successfully capturable. So you don't have to use these fancy pink balls that I'm throwing at Anubis here. And I think you can also use that exploit on other creatures, but I've only done it for the tower bosses because you cannot otherwise capture them. So I've collected 3 tower bosses and I'm just having a grand old time. Here we are about to capture Anubis, and that's going to wrap up today's video. There's so much that can be said about Palworld, and everybody's making videos on it, so enjoy. I just can't tell you how happy I am that this game exists. I've really been enjoying it, not just playing the game. I almost got back into Ark. I installed it on my Steam Deck and I was like, you know what? Wait a second, what is this thing? And I got into this, and it just makes me happy. And there's absolutely nothing innovative about this game. It's just a bunch of stuff that we already love thrown together in a decent way. And sometimes shifting your focus onto just making a good game out of pieces that already exist, well, and that's not a bad idea at all. Catch you laters.